Hey everybody, I thought I would bring out another game of History Maker Baseball. I haven't played History Maker Baseball on the video in a while. Going back to the fictional set, the 2018 Baseball America set. Picking up again with the Richmond Robins, one of the teams. It's actually Team 12 in the fictional set. And they'll be taking on the Ticonderoga Stooges, Team 10. As this is the final Game 3 of a 3-game series at Ticonderoga. And the weather outside here in Virginia is about 11 inches of snow, so it kind of feels like Ticonderoga. I've got the iScore right here to keep the score for me, so I don't have to worry about pen and paper. And it will also accumulate the stats as well. Let's do the game day checks. I wanted to save those for the video just so people could see game day checks if they had not seen them. Now, the previous game, Richmond beat Ticonderoga, so they've got a 1-game winning streak. So we're going to roll one die and see if we get a 1 or less. Can't be less, but a 1. Nope, so we're going to have to go to the side or die to see if Richmond is ready to win today. They are not, so they're going to be semi-dissonant. And we'll roll off the Stormy chart. So let's roll the Stormy chart. It's a 5. So 5 says we're looking at something on the batting coach. Let's see if there's anything going on. It's a 6, so it's a non-issue. So they're simply going to be semi-dissonant. Now let's go to Ticonderoga. They lost 1 game in a row. So we'll go to the side. Is Ticonderoga ready to win today? No, they're not. They're going to be semi-dissonant. So both teams are semi-dissonant. That's a 2, so we're looking at the media. Check on the media. That is a 5, which is a non-issue. So they both got non-issues, but they're both semi-dissonant. So that could certainly come into play. We will go now to the starting lineups. First, the starting pitchers, and both of them are at the tail end of the rotation, so they're obviously not very good. Kirby Colston is going to be on the mound for Ticonderoga. It's a workman with double flash, but that workman could get him into trouble. And even worse for the Robins, we've got Monty Gillen. He is a struggler. He does have flash and control, but he is a struggler. So that could certainly come into play. Go through the lineups for the Team 12 Richmond Robins. Manny Infante will lead off at second. Vaughn Smith is in right field hitting second. Josh Bell, the center fielder, will hit third. Anibal Rodriguez, the first baseman, will bat cleanup. Dennis Kerning in left field will bat fifth. Cameron Segrin, the third baseman, will hit sixth. Dorian Cooper, catcher, will hit seventh. Rune Ferguson at short will hit eighth. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Gillen, because there is no DH in this league. For the Ticonderoga Stooges is Tito Valenza, center, to lead off. Roger Ocasio is in right. He will hit second. Batting third is the first baseman, Todd Sargent. Batting cleanup at second base is Rocky Oberbeck. Roman Rogers at third base will hit fifth. Fort Sprouse, the shortstop, will hit sixth. Domingo Young in left field will hit seventh. Aaron Walston, the catcher, will hit eighth. And Colston, the pitcher, will bat ninth. Umpires for today's game. Behind the plate is respected Reggie Cade. Del Sprinkle is at first base. Chris Endrizzi is the umpire at second. And patrolling third base is Denny Hendrick. And the game is being played at Mogro Farm Field, which is semi-small to lefties and small to righties. So with the small ballpark and the struggling pitchers and workman-like pitchers, we could see a slugfest. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I've got the iScore here to keep the score for me. So we will get ready to go. Leading off will be Manny Infante. And we'll see how this setup works. I have the big mat, but I wanted to try to do this one first to see how this plays out as far as visually goes, and trying to keep the book and iScore on the camera if possible. First roll is a 1-2-5, and that's asking, is the pitcher a struggler? No, Colston's a workman, but not a struggler. So then it asks, is the batter patient? Infante is not patient. So he's going to ground to third. So right away on the iScore, we just do a ground out. 5-3. And Very easily done. Now you can see one out, and the next batter up is Vaughn Smith. So we got Vaughn Smith stepping to the plate. We get a 1-2-6. Is the pitcher fresh? Yes, we're in the first inning, so he is fresh. It's a line out to second. So again, on the out chart, just do out, line drive, second base, done, out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down, and that will bring up Josh Bell, center fielder. 235. 235. Ask, is the pitcher wild? No, he's not. Is Bell eager? Bell is not eager. So he's going to ground to second since he's not patient. So that's going to end the inning. So we go here to out. Ground out. 4-3. Done. And there you go. Now we're in the bottom of the first. And you see the 3 batters scheduled to bat. And the pitcher, Monty Gillen, is right there. I just gave him fictitious uniform numbers. Doesn't really mean anything, just for the heck of it. So leading off for Ticonderoga will be Tito Valenza. We got a 1-2-3, flash and fresh. Well, Gillen does have the flash quality. He is fresh, obviously, because we just started. So it is a strikeout. So we come over here to the board here, out. I'll just call it strikeout swinging. Doesn't really matter whether it's swinging or looking. I'm not keeping track of that for sure. So, 1 away for Roger Ocasio. 1-3-4. Is it a gold catcher? One thing about doing it on iScore is I didn't write down who was gold and all that stuff. So let's go over here. Dorian Cooper is not gold. So we skip that. Is the batter a champion? Roger Ocasio is a semi-champion. Decided says he's a champion, so it's a single to left field. So that means we're in play, and it is a base hit. So there you go. Roger Ocasio now positioned at first base, and Todd Sargent, the batter. Robin's looking to see if they can't get Sargent to roll one over for a double play. 4-6-6. Control pitcher. He is a control pitcher, so that means he's going to give up a base hit. That's one of the new results in the book, the updated book. 4-6-6. If you're a control pitcher, you give up a single to left field. And with the lead die of 4, that's a 2-base advancement. So we come up here, in play, base hit. Runner here will go to third. And the runner at first will hold. So now we got runners at the corners for Rocky Oberbeck. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Rocky Oberbeck, the batter. We get a 1-1-3. Is the pitcher ace or dynamic? No. Is the batter a slugger? He's a semi-home run king, but not a slugger. So he's going to single to left. But if it's a home run king, he's going to strike out. He's a semi-home run king. Decided says no. So it is a single. And with lead die 1, it's a 1-base advancement. But it is going to be a run scored. So this is a single. And the runner will go home. And the runner on first will be held up at second. So there we go. Runners at first and second. The score now reflects 1-0 Ticonderoga. And that'll bring up Roman Rogers, the third baseman for Ticonderoga. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? Yes, he is. He's a struggler from the get-go. He was a semi-struggler because he gave it 3 straight hits, but he's a struggler here originally. So that's a single past first base. And that's with a lead die of 2. Let's see here. Runners advance 1 base. So if he's an active runner on second, he would score. I don't think Todd Sargent is active. Todd Sargent is actually stoic. So it's going to load the bases is what that's going to do. Base hit by Rogers is going to load the bases. So there they go. Bases full of Stooges. 3 Stooges on the bases. Bases full. Here's Fort Sprouse. 2-4-6. Control pitcher. Yes, he is. It's a ground out to the pitcher. And with the infield in, that's going to be a force play. So what they're going to do here, it's going to be an out. And this is going to be Let's see how we're going to rule this. I got to remember, it's been a while since I've done this. So we're going to, let's see, there should be a fielder's choice. Let me go back. I might have to do it for a fielder's choice. There we go, fielder's choice. So it is pitcher to catcher for the out. We have a runner on third. He is out on a force out. Everyone else moves up. And the bases are loaded again, but now there are 2 outs. So I'm still getting used to this I score thing. But now the bases are still loaded. Only 1 run in so far. Domingo Young steps to the plate. 1-1-2. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. It's a strikeout unless he has a good eye. He does not. So it is a strikeout. We go to out and a strikeout. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the second. Score 1-0. So it could have been a lot worse. Up for the Robins is Rodriguez, Kerning, and Segrin due up for the Robins. So to maybe speed things along, I'll stop showing the I score. Just wanted to show that for people who had not seen it before. It's a really neat program to use. Here's Anibal Rodriguez, 4.56. The pitcher is blank. Is he patient? No, he's not patient. He will fly to center. And that's going to go to the chemistry chart, which both teams are semi-dissonant. So Dennis Kerning will bat on the chemistry chart. Both teams semi-harmonious. Now they're both neutral. 3-5. 3-5 says pitching team dissonance. No, they're not dissonant. If it was, it'd be a base hit. Otherwise, it's a ground out to short. So simply a 6-3 ground out. And there's 2 away. Go back to the regular board for Cameron Segrin, the third baseman. 2 outs, base is empty. 2-2-6. Is he hit by the pitch? No. Decided I says he's not. He's not the cleanup batter. He's going to fly to left. He's not a whiffer, so he will just fly to left. So now we have a fly out to left to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be the catcher, Aaron Walston, stepping to the plate. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? Yes, he is. He's a semi-whiffer. Decided I says he's a whiffer. So he is down on strikes on a whiffer. Struck out swinging. That'll bring up the pitcher, Colston. 2-5-5. Is he a star? No, Gillen's not a star. Is he a home run king? No, it's a fly out to left. So a fly out to left it is for out number 2. And now we're back to the top of the order in Tito Valenza. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Does he have a good eye? He does. He's got a semi-good eye. Decided I says he has a good eye. So we're going to the umpire chart for the first time. This one with the bases empty. Umpire chart, bases empty. We'll see what happens. We get a 2-6, and it says respected umpire at home. Yes, Reggie Cade. Reggie Cade is respected. So it is a respected umpire at home. Call strike 3. So strike 3 called on Valenza, and the inning is over. So we go to the third. Still 1-0 Ticonderoga. And Dorian Cooper, the catcher, will lead off for the Robins here in the top of the third. He'll be followed by Rune Ferguson and the pitcher Gillen, numbers 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Oops, forgot to roll all 3. There we go. 1-4-4. Does the pitcher have flash? Colson actually has double flash. The goggles say if he's questionable or lenient, it's a ball, 4. But Cade, who's the unplayed umpire, is respected. So that strikeout's going to stand. And in fact, it's going to be 2 strikeouts because of the double flash from Colston. That means that flash result's going to result in 2 strikeouts in a row. So Cooper is going to strike out swinging, as is Rune Ferguson. So that's going to bring up the pitcher, Gillen, with 2 outs and the bases empty. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Make sure their catcher is not iron. I don't think Alston is. Or Walston. Nope, he's not iron. Doesn't have a good eye, so it will be a strikeout for Gillen, and that's in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for the first at bat of the bottom of the third, and that is Ocasio. Now, Ocasio singled his last trip, so he is going to be semi-hot. And the pitcher, I believe, got a strikeout last time, so he's semi-hot. That's another thing about not doing the doing it on paper is you get the you forget sometimes about the hot and cold. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a strikeout on the last batter that they faced because of the fact that he didn't have a good eye. So I think it's semi-hot against semi-hot, if I'm not mistaken. Now they're both hot. 4-6, hot pitcher. Yes, he is. Baffles batter with third strike. Called third strike. So Gillen, the called third strike on Ocasio. 1 away. That brings up Todd Sargent. Sargent also singled his first trip. Gillen to Sargent, 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. It's a strikeout unless he has a good eye. He does not. So it is a strikeout, and any flash is a strikeout swinging. Not that it really matters, but this is the way I record it. Here's Rocky Oberbeck, 1-3-6. He's not an ace. Is he whiffer or cold? He is a whiffer, so that means he's going to strike out swinging. So even though we got a struggler on the mound and a workman on the mound through 3 innings, it is 1-1. I'm sorry, 1-0. So now both pitchers will now go into semi-freshness to start the fourth. And Manning Infante stepping up for the Robins. 1-2-6, semi-fresh. He is fresh because the decider die gave him a dot, so it's a line out to the second baseman. And there's 1 away. Brings up Vaughn Smith, right fielder. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he whiffer or cold? He's neither one. So we have infield drama. Infield drama. Check out what the infield drama has to say. 5-6. First baseman gold. I don't think Todd Sargent is gold. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah, I stand corrected. He is gold. So there you go. So he is gold. It's a leaping grab of a poor throw for an out at first. So we'll say that the throw came from the shortstop. So we'll just call it 6-3. Not that it matters. And it's out number 2, and that's in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for the Josh Bell at bat. Chemistry time for Bell. And they're both harmonious. 1-1. Pitching team harmony, yes. Lazy pop fly. And that's going to end the inning. So it's a lazy pop fly. We'll say he pops it up to short. Why not? Or to third. Why not? Okay. Pop out to third. Not that it really matters. But that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0. And Roman Rogers will lead things off for Ticonderoga as the Stooges try to increase their lead. 4-5-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he patient? Yes, he is. That's going to be a walk. So, leadoff walk, and those can come back to bite you sometimes. Roman Rogers is aboard on the leadoff walk. Here's Fort Sprouse. 2-3-5. Is he wild? No. Is the batter eager? No, he's not. It's a ground out to second, and that's a fielder's choice with the lead die of 3. So we do have the fielder's choice. And that went to second base, so it's a 4-6. Fielder's choice. Runner now at first is Fort Sprouse. So there is 1 away for Domingo Young. 2-4-6. Control, yes, it's a ground out to the pitcher. And that's another force play with a lead die of 2. So we're going to have another force play. Let's back out of this. Another force play. Fielder's choice, I should say. 1-6. So now Young is at first with 2 outs, and the catcher Aaron Walston stepping to the plate. 4-5-5. Flash. Yes, he does have flash. It is a strikeout, unless he has a good eye, which he does not. So it is a strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. And we played 4 here at Mogrove Farm Field, and it's still 1-0 in favor of the Stooges. Low-scoring game with some initial bad pitcher qualities, but they found a pleasant dice rolls. Here's Anibal Rodriguez, A-Rod as I like to call him. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he's going to fly to center, and that's in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for the next at bat of Dennis Kearney, and again both teams semi-dissonant. Now they're both dissonant. 4-4. Pitching team dissonance, yes. Outfielder loses track of ball, rolls in the corner for a double. So how about that? A double from Kearney. We got a 1-out double, and that brings up Cameron Segrin. Segrin now will have a chance to drive home the tying run as he steps to the plate. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No, he's not a struggler. He's a workman. So that's going to be a ground out to third. That's going to hold the runner. So the runner will have to hold. So now there's 2 outs, and it's up to Dorian Cooper, the catcher, to get that tying run to the plate or across the plate. 4-4-5. Workman, yes he is. Colston is a workman. It's a double for Dorian Cooper. And that has just tied the ball game at 1 apiece. We are tied at 1 on the RBI double from Dorian Cooper. Brings up shortstop Rune Ferguson. Tie game at 1 here in the 5th. 1-1-2. Does he have flash? He's got double flash, so that's a strikeout to end the inning. But the Robins have tied the score thanks to the RBI double from their catcher, Dorian Cooper. And we have a 1-1 tie. Top of the order. I'm sorry, it's the pitcher spot. Colston is batting for Ticonderoga. 4-4-6. 4-4-6. Is he a star? No. Is he sad sack, utility, or patient? He is sad sack and utility, so it takes a called strike 3. So struck out looking. And now we're back to the top of the order, and Tito Valenza. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? He is not. So we got outfield drama for the Robins. Outfield drama. We get a 2-3, which says center fielder iron. Well, center fielder Josh Bell I don't think is iron, but we'll look at it just to verify. He is not. He's neutral. So he is not iron. So that means that he will make the easy catch of that can of corn out to center field for out number 2. I guess it wouldn't be a can of corn, or because there would be no drama in that. So I guess it was a looping liner that he was able to reach. So here's Ocasio. And every time I see this name Roger Ocasio, I think of Rick Ocasio from the Cars. Don't know why, just do. 2-2-5. I have a musical background, not that I played it, but I enjoyed it. I always grew up listening to it, so I get a lot of musical references. Star, no, he's not a star. Slugger or sad sack, he's neither one. So he's going to single to center field. He's not active, so he won't steal, but he will single. And that is a base runner for Ticonderoga with 2 outs. They get a 2-out single from Ocasio. Brings up the dangerous Todd Sargent. 1-3-5, that is the unusual play, and a blue 1 means we're going to the umpire chart with a runner at first. So umpire, runner at first. Right up in this section. We'll see what happens. We get a 5-6. Strict umpire at home. No, Reggie Cade is respected, but he's not strict. Says, notice his batter tip of third strike, at bat continues. Other umpires miss the tip for a strikeout. So it is a strikeout. And that's going to end the inning. So Todd Sargent rung up, and the inning's over. We go to the 6th, still tied at 1. And both pitchers now their last inning of semi-freshness coming up. Manny Infante will lead off for the Robins. Be followed by, I'm sorry, that was not the third out. That was the second out. Hold on here. What's going on? I'm sorry, it's not Infante. It's the pitcher Gillen. That's what threw me off. I didn't have my pitcher placeholder cards here. That's what threw me off. Gillen is the scheduled batter. But you know what? I'm thinking about pinch hitting for him because to get 5 innings out of him with only 1 run is a bonus. So I want to pinch hit for him with Gus Fontenot. So Gus Fontenot is going to pinch hit for Gillen, and then we'll get bullpen action from the Robins. So right now we need to go in and do our replacement. So we go in and hit, let's see here. So we hit the replacement spot, and that's going to be, where's my replacement? Gus Fontenot. So Gus Fontenot. And now you see Gus Fontenot is now at bat. So Gus Fontenot batting. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, the sire die gives it to him. So it is a line out to second. And there's one away. Fontenot is retired. Back to the top of the order. Now we get Infante. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic? No. Sad sack, utility, or patient? None of those. It's a single to center field for Infante. And it's in red, so we're going to the experience chart for the next at bat. And Vaughn Smith is a semi-icon. Colston is a prospect. Now they're both neutral. Well, he's neutral and he's a prospect. 3-6. Prospect pitcher. Yes, he is. He is a prospect pitcher. Misses outside corner. Batter rips deep drive to the outfield for a double. So it's a double, and on a lead die of 3, let's see here, double. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single, or double. So it doesn't say anything about scoring on a double, so it's just going to be a double. That's going to put runners at second and third with only 1 out. And that'll bring up Josh Bell, dangerous Josh Bell. And the bullpen going for the Stooges. You wonder if they're going to make a move here. And I think they will, as a matter of fact. So timeout for a pitching change. Okay, so the Stooges have brought in Dwight DePino, right-hander. And he will get the ace boost because he's coming in mid-inning. So with runners at second and third, 1 out, the infield is in. But he is now an ace to go along with being a star, facing Josh Bell. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Does Bell have a good eye? No, he doesn't. He's going to strike out. So Bell strikes out, and that's in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for Anibal Rodriguez. He is neutral, but DePino is hot because now we're in the 6th inning, so you don't need the desired eye. He is fully hot. So DePino is a hot pitcher, and Rodriguez is a neutral batter. 3-6. Cold pitcher, no. So it's a pop out to the catcher, and he's going to get out of it as he pops it up to Walston, the catcher, to end the inning and keep the score at 1-1. And now new pitcher is required for the Robins, and we'll see who they're going to decide to bring in. Looks like they're going to bring in, whoops, almost knocked my stand over there, didn't I? Had to catch it at the last minute. Sorry about my finger in the way there. All right. Hopefully that's okay now. So it's going to be right-hander Deshaun Johnson. He's going to come in. He's already an ace, so he will not get the boost because he's coming in to start the inning. It's not like he is coming in mid-inning, so he's going to just be a regular old ace for the first at bat in this one. So now he's going to be facing Rocky Overbeck to start The bottom of the 6th tied at 1. 4-6-6 control pitcher. Yes, he is. That means it's a single to left field for Oberbeck. So, base hit there. Puts the leadoff man on for Roman Rogers. Roman Rogers. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No. Is he patient? Roman Rogers is patient, so he's going to walk. So how about that? Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And that's going to bring on Fort Sprouse, switch hitter, shortstop. He's hitting the 2 fielders' choices in this game. 1-4-4 is the flash check, and he does have flash. We already know Reggie Cade is respected, so that's going to hold up for a strikeout. So, big strikeout there of Fort Sprouse brings in Domingo Young. 4-5-6 for Young. Is he patient? No, he's not. He's going to fly to center, and that's going to be out number 2. And it's also in purple, which means we are going to the chemistry chart for Aaron Walston. 2 outs, runners, 2 on for Walston. Both teams semi-dissonant. Now they're both neutral. 4-4 pitching team dissonance, no. So it's going to be a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. So there's Johnson pitching out of that mess. And now DePino will come in for his 2nd inning of work. He is now semi-fresh. He'll be facing Dennis Kerning to start the 7th. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Sire Die says he is. To pop out to the infielder by choice, we'll say he pops it up to the 3rd baseman for out number 1. That's going to bring up Cameron Segrin. Fly it out and ground it out. 2 at bats. 1-4-5. Struggler, no, he's not a struggler, so he will ground to 3rd base. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Dorian Cooper. He had that big double his last trip. 2-3-6 is double control. That's going to be a walk because he only has regular control, not double control. So Dorian Cooper will draw the base on balls. Brings up Rune Ferguson, the number 8 hitter. 1-2-2. Workman, no. Champion or whiffer. He is a whiffer, so he's going to nub a single to 3rd base. That keeps the inning going. And it also brings us to the pitcher spot, so we'll get a pinch hitter for Deshaun Johnson. And you're in a big spot. They're going to turn to Ryan Kennedy, switch hitter. With some injuries, they took him off the free agent pile. That's why he doesn't have a number here. He's off the free agent pile. So Ryan Kennedy will pinch hit. Ryan Kennedy. As soon as I find him here. Where'd you go? Ryan Kennedy. Oh, he's down at the bottom because he was a free agent. That's why. Okay. All right, Ryan Kennedy is up. 2 on, 2 out. Kennedy is a semi-hero. 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded? No. Champion? No, he's not a champion. He's a semi-hero. So he's going to ground to 2nd unless he's a whiffer. He actually is a whiffer, so he's going to strike out. And that's going to end the inning. And DePino pitches out of that mess. He goes 2 shutout innings of relief for his team. And now we'll get a new pitcher for the Robins to take over. And it's going to be, let's see who they're going to go to. They're going to go to Ross Nutter, a lefty. So Ross Nutter, left-hander, is on. We need a pinch hitter because the pitcher, DePino, is scheduled to lead off the inning. So they're going to go with Storm Flannery, the pinch hitter. So Storm Flannery is going to pinch hit. So let's make a couple changes here. On the iScore, we have to put in Ross Nutter as the pitcher. And then for a pinch hitter, we need to add in Storm Flannery. And there we got it. All right, so bottom of the 7th tied at 1. Flannery pinch hitting to lead off the inning. 3-4-4. Prospect. Nutter is not a prospect. Is he patient? No, he's not. He's actually eager. So he's going to pop up to second. And there goes out number 1. All right, what is going on here? Undo something here. I hit something by mistake. Okay, so Storm Flannery pops out. For 1 away. Okay. So Flannery fails in his pinch hitting performance. Back to the top of the order in Tito Valenza. 1, 2, 3, flash and fresh. Nutter is fresh, but he's only semi-flash. The sire die says no, so it won't be a strikeout. Instead, it will be a ground out to short. But either way, it's still an out, no matter how you slice it. So there's 2 down for Roger Ocasio. 1, 4, 6, flash. Again, he's semi-flash, but the sire die says no. He's a better champion. Well, we got to roll for that because he's a semi-champion. And he is a champion, so that's going to be a single. So it went from a potential strikeout to a single. That is a 2-out single by Ocasio, and it brings up the dangerous Todd Sargent. 1, 1, 2, flash. No, he's not. Again, the sire die lets him down. Is he a sad sack? No, it's a check with score. So we either have a hit or an error depending on what the scorer says. So we go to the score chart here, roll 1d6. It's a 2, which says base hit off the glove of the second baseman. So it's a single, 1 base advancement, puts runners at first and second with 2 outs for Rocky Oberbeck. So now Oberbeck has a chance to put the Stooges in the lead if he can get a base hit off of Ross Nutter. Oberbeck, 1, 2, 6. Is he fresh? Yes, this is Nutter's first inning. He is fresh. It's a line out to second. And the inning is over. So we go to the 8th. Still tied at 1, and we need a new pitcher for Ticonderoga. And it will be, let's see who they're going to go to here. It'll be Matt Fralix, the lefty. He's an ace already, so he won't get the boost of a double ace because he's starting the inning. So Fralix is on to pitch, and he will be facing Manny Infante, top of the order. Here in the 8th, tied at 1. 1, 2, 4, control. Fralix has semi-control. The sire die gives it to him, so it's a ground out to short. Out number 1. Brings up Vaughn Smith, right fielder. 2, 4, 5. Blank for the pitcher. Is he a hero? He's a semi-hero, but the sire die lets him down. Therefore, it is a pop out to second for out number 2. And that's in red, so we're going to the experience chart with his next at bat. Fralix is neutral, and Josh Bell is neutral. So we got neutral against neutral on the experience. 3, 4. Prospect batter, no. He would strike out if he was. Otherwise, ground out and number up the first base line. So runners would have advanced, but there's nobody on. It's going to be simply a ground out to the first baseman unassisted. And the inning's over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1. Ross Nutter going to hang in there. He's now semi-fresh as he faces Roman Rogers. Lead off the 8th. 3, 6, 6. He's not a pinch hitter. He's going to fly to center. So that's 1 away. And that brings up Fort Sprouse. 2, 3, 4. Runners on base. Nope, nobody's on base. Not hot. Doesn't have drama. He's not a hot batter because he struck out his last time, so it's going to pop to third. And that's 2 outs. So 2 up, 2 down. Here's Domingo Young. 1, 3, 3. Is he a slugger? No, he's actually a scrapper. So he's going to fly to left. And we're going to go to the 9th inning, all tied at 1 apiece. All right, top of the 9th. Fralix is now semi-fresh. And Anibal Rodriguez, A-Rod, is a slugger. See if we can put one out of here. Well, 2-2-2 will help. Is he a sad sack? No, it's going to be a double to center field. He's not a home run king, so it won't be a home run, but it will be a leadoff double for Anibal Rodriguez. Leadoff double, and that result is in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for the next at bat of Dennis Kearney. Both teams semi-dissonant. Now they're both neutral. 2-2. Batting team dissonance, no. So he will double. How about that? Back-to-back doubles. And the Robins now grab a 2-1 lead, and that's going to be it for Mr. Fralix. He's going to come out of there. And he will be replaced by Dale Doran. So Dale Doran will come in. He will get the ace boost because he's coming in mid-inning. He's already a star with double control. But he's also going to get the ace boost because he's coming in midstream here in the middle of an inning. And he's going to be facing Cameron Segrin with a runner at second and nobody out. Here's Segrin. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So we got outfield drama for the Stooges. Outfield drama it is. 1-6. 1-6 says right fielder Stoic. Right fielder Ocasio. I don't think he is Stoic, but we'll double check it. Ocasio, actually he's semi-Stoic. And I believe the desired eye was a dot. But I'll roll it again just to be on. See, I'm thinking it was a dot. I picked it up too fast. And now can't go back on the video. But I was almost positive it was a dot. But you know what? I'll give the benefit of the doubt. We re-rolled. So it came up as a blank. So he's not Stoic. So it's going to be a fly out to right field. So I may have misplayed that because I picked up the dice prematurely, which is something I should learn better not to do. But sometimes it happens. That's a fly to right for out number 1. And it's going to bring up Dorian Cooper. 4-6-6. Does he have control? He's got double control, so that means 2 consecutive hits. Not just 1 single, but 2 singles. So it's a single for Dorian Cooper, which will score the runner because of a lead die of 4. And Cooper will go to first. And then the next batter, Rune Ferguson, will also single off of that. And with the lead die of 4, Dorian Cooper will advance to third. So that change Keith made really has impacted the game with that 4-6-6. It is now a 3-1 Richmond lead. And we will now go to a pinch hitter because we're at the pitcher spot. So Nutter will be out of there for a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be Raphael Roquemore. Raphael Roquemore, one of their shortstops, will be the pinch hitter. So we'll add him in to the fray. Runners are at the corners and 1 out. The infield's at double play depth. Here's Roquemore. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he patient? He's not patient. So he's going to ground to third unless he's a whiffer. That ground ball to third will be the double play they're looking for. So it is a 5-4-3 around the horn double play to end the inning. So now we go to the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th. Last chance for Ticonderoga. They're going to have Walston, then a pinch hitter because the pitcher spot comes up second. So let's see who they're going to pinch hit with. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Denny Klug. So Denny Klug will pinch hit after Walston hits. But we need a new pitcher, first of all, for the Robins to try to close things out. And they're going to go to their closer, Tino Rodriguez. And Tino Rodriguez has ace and double flash qualities. So Tino Rodriguez is on to close things out or at least attempt to close things out. And he's going to be facing Walston to lead things off. 2-2-6, not hit by a pitch, not to clean up batter. He's going to fly to left, and that's one away. He's not a whiffer, so it's a fly to left. One down, and that'll bring up the pinch hitter, Denny Klug. Klug, 5-6-6, not wild, doesn't have a good eye, so he will strike out. So Denny Klug with the whiff, and that is in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for Valencia, the leadoff man. Rodriguez is hot, Valencia is neutral. So hot pitcher against a neutral batter, 4-6. Hot pitcher, struck him out. That's the ball game. So the ball game is over. The Richmond Robins defeat the Ticonderoga Stooges by the final score of 3-1. And hopefully you all enjoyed that presentation of History Maker Baseball. Mr. Mo came out on the short end this time as the rockin' Richmond Robins defeated the Ticonderoga Stooges in the final game of the 3-game series. So until next time, we'll see you all down the road.